Hello, my fellow comic book collectors. This is part 7, and it's going to be a bunch of stacks like this, like a bunch, which are all my Heritage auction wins. So I was like letting them run for about 2-3 months, where I was just like letting them kind of sit at Heritage, waiting to get shipped out, and then I sent them all off to Stackry, and I found that it was better always to do it that way. Whenever Heritage sends stuff to Canada, I always get charged the craziest amounts on customs. When I send it to Stackry, I can get it to be a little bit more reasonable. So yeah, and these auction wins were big. So I was kind of excited to get these. I waited a while to get them, but now I finally got them, so I'm pretty excited to get these books. Yeah, so let's get into it. I'll show you my Heritage auction wins, and there's some really great books in here. This is, like as I was saying, each video is getting more and more kind of cool stuff. Well, this is pretty big stuff. Okay, we're gonna start out with just a massive book. It's in lower grade, but it is a mega grail. It's a rare book. It's one that's highly sought after because it is such a crazy cover. It's so crazy. Okay, so it's Exciting Comics, number 39. And let me get in here to show you. So this is, you see the Nazis here? And what they have is, like, in front of them there's chocolate, okay? And basically what they're doing is they're injecting poison into the chocolate, okay? That's kind of weird. But in the background, you can see through the window, you see the Nazis are handing out chocolate to all the all the little kids. You know, this is one of those typical propaganda covers. Alex Schomburg cover, just a really, really great cover. Now, sadly, mine has a rip across the face, and one of the pages internally is ripped. It's missing half the page or something like that. I think the grader's notes is, oh, sorry, I misquoted this one. 2 center wraps are missing. So it's a 0.5 grade, but this is a rare book. Like, it's just hard to get. And to get it in any grade is just a big deal for me. I always liked this cover. I always thought it was the greatest, and just the funniest cover. So it's a classic cover, origin of Kara and Kara the Jungle Princess. So it's actually a bonus. I didn't even know that it was the origin. Yeah, just really great Alex Schomburg cover. Just his attention to details is really great. Like, he'll put, like, he marks things, like, he always labels stuff like poison, and then it's like candy bars. Just, I don't know, everything, he always labels things. It's kind of cool. So these Nazi covers are usually highly sought after, and the cool thing about this book was it had actually sold like a month prior, and it sold for like $900, and I was able to pick it up for $6. So I was quite happy to get it for $300 under the previous sale. So that was a pretty big deal to win it. That's Exciting Comics number 39. And there are some raw comics that I picked up as well. And we got Tales of Horror, number 11. Just a really great Good Girl art cover with the girl in the red dress fighting like some tentacle monster, like a death flower. So that's kind of cool. I've been trying to get the whole run of Tales of Horror. I'm actually almost there. I think I'm only missing like 2 or 3 issues. So, and then there was a lot that I won that just had a bunch of Golden Age books in it. And I won it for really cheap. This was so cheap. It has like a Charles Bureau cover. It's just a really great cover. Look at this. It's just like, I love Charles Bureau. I think he's just, some people say Biro. I say Biro. Biro, tomato. I don't know what it is. I'm guessing it's French, so I would say Biro. But who knows? I don't know. So you can correct me in the comments if I'm saying his name wrong. But I just think his covers are insane. They're just awesome. Like so much story being told within his covers. So that's Crime Does Not Pay. And then this is the reason why I actually bid on the lot. I just like this cover. I've been trying to get this book for a while. This is Skeleton Hand. I just always liked this snake woman. I always thought she was kind of interesting looking. So this is Snake Hand number 92, or yeah, 92. So Skeleton Hand number 92. I always thought that snake girl was kind of cool looking. And then we got Crimes Must Lose number 7. So kind of a cool book. I'm not sure who the artist is. Doesn't look like Charles Bureau, but kind of similar style. Okay, then this is definitely a Charles Bureau. Then we got, or maybe not actually, Spy Cases, number 16. I have another girl in the red dress cover. And then we got Gangbusters number 8. So that's kind of a cool book too. So that was just a lot that I picked up of some Golden Age books. It was very affordable. Some of these lots you can pick up really, really affordably on Heritage. People seem to always bid on the single issues rather than the lots. So you can pick up the lots really for a great price. Okay, so the next one is another Tales of Horror. This is Tales of Horror number 10. Another girl with snakes, girl in the red dress. She's like fighting off all these snakes. She just looks like sort of, I don't know, casually upset with snakes. I don't know what's her situation, but it's Tales of Horror number 10. This is a really great cover. I don't know. Maybe she's doing a little dance with the snakes. I don't know what she's doing, but... And this one's a really interesting one. I like these kind of dream covers. This is, what's it called? Strange World of Your Dreams, number 1. It's like she's dreaming about kind of like this zombie creature taking her on a boat ride. It's kind of weird. And she's kind of deathly looking. Just kind of interesting. Very interesting book. I've actually been trying to get maybe other issues of this series. So this is Jack Kirby cover and Joe Simon art inside. So kind of cool. So Strange World of Your Dreams. So very interesting book. I really like the cover. And some more Tales of Horror. As I said, I was trying to get the run. So this is another one. Actually, this was my favorite from the run. This is Tales of Horror number 2. So if you watch my earlier unboxings, I show some more from this run. It's just it has lots of really great Good Girl kind of pre-code horror covers. So I thought this one was quite nice. I like the girl in the bikini, red bikini, of course, and the tentacle pool monster. It's like, oh, you didn't clean the pool. This is what happens if you don't clean your swimming pools, people. You get these tentacle monsters in there. So just a really great book. And and it's a Fast cover. Yeah, kind of cool. Okay, and this one I got so cheap. I was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I won this. So this one actually has a bit of a story behind it. I have to tell the story. Bear with me. It's a story. You have to listen to it. So the way it works was way back when I picked up Avengers number 2. And I bought it from a local comic shop in Toronto. And they said, oh, it's a 2.5 or 2.0. And I think they said it was a 2.5. And I was like, okay. And I think I paid like a couple $100 or a few $100. I think it was like $200-300. Okay. And they said, oh, they'll get it graded for me. And when it got graded and came back as a 0.5. Something was missing. The centerfold was missing, or a page was missing. So I was like, oh my goodness, this is so unfair. Like, you know, I could understand if it was like a lower grade, but not a 0.5. 0.5 is incomplete. I just don't, I feel like that's kind of shady when a comic store doesn't know that its book that they sell is whatever grade is a 0.5. A 0.5 is kind of, you know, you should know how many pages are in the book. You should know if anything is missing from the book before you sell it. So I was very upset that I got this 0.5. I don't even want to look at the book. That's how upset I am at it. So I was like always wanting to upgrade that book, just get a replacement book. And the books after that had gone through the roof. Like Avengers #2 became a really expensive book. I was like, oh my goodness. And it just became way more expensive than I wanted to pay. So fortunately, this year, the prices have come down. And Avengers 2 came up again. And this is a 2.5. So the book that I wanted to get, basically. And I bought it for 100 and I think it was 160 after buyer's premium. So really great price. Like just so much cheaper. And you know, it's actually a 2.5. So I got the book that I wanted. So I was quite happy with that. You know, it's like everyone's like, oh, I want to, you know, like they're happy when they get an 8.0 or whatever. I'm happy to get a 2.5. It's kind of funny. But I am happy to get this book because I really wanted the book that I bought. You know, I wanted it to be the thing that I was expecting it to be. And this is that book. So I'm quite happy. So yeah. So and it actually presents quite well for a 2.5. So very nice. So that's my story there. Okay, still some more to show. Okay, and this one, I got a really good deal on these books. I was quite excited because normally these are quite rare, and basically I've been trying to pick up a series that I already have. I already have this series. I just want to get better grades and have it slabbed. I want to get the full run of Ginger. This is Ginger #3, or #9. Sorry, #9. It's just I've been trying to pick these up slabbed. So I have like 1 through 10 already. Most of them are not graded, but I've been trying to replace the ones I have that are raw with graded copies. Someday I might just send off a few of the issues that I have and get them graded, but till then I'll get these ones. And I got it for a crazy low price. Normally this goes for about $400 or $500, but I got it for like $200 roughly. So I was quite excited to get it for a great price and to get it slabbed. So that's #3. And I picked both of these up for the same price. That's #3, or #6, or #9. #9, jeez. And I picked up #5. And it just presents really, really well. Isn't that great? What a great cover. I really like Ginger. Just something really cute and innocent about her. So this is Ginger #5. And this is it's such a nice copy from 1952. Sort of an underrated character in my opinion. I really like Ginger. She's just such a sweet character. She's always like nice to everybody and just, I don't know, just really great character. You know, just kind of lovable. Okay, so, oh wow, okay, some more awesome books. So these are all my Heritage Auction wins, and they're just, I won some pretty awesome books. This next one is really awesome. This is Friday Foster. She's actually the first female black titled character. First, okay, let's see what it says. Maybe it's better at phrasing it. Only issue, based on a syndicated newspaper strip. So Friday Foster basically sort of was a long-running newspaper strip, and they came out with this one shot of her. So this was her first titled comic, which made it her first the first female black character to get a titled comic, if that makes sense. So it's a very historically significant book. And it's kind of cool, like, you know, it really captures that 1972, you know, like the style and stuff. Actually, I remember seeing people wearing this kind of style. It's kind of cool. So Joe Gill story, Jack Sperling cover and art. So that's kind of cool. So that's a really, like, that's a highly sought after book. Friday Foster. Just a really, really great one. Okay. And this is, oh wow. Okay, so this, I almost forgot that this was in here. This is such a big book. This is Peter Penny and His Magical Dollar. Now you probably wonder, why am I so excited about this? I'm super excited about this book. So this book is the first printing. There was actually multiple printings of this book where the panel, it looks different. You know, the front cover looks a little bit different, and some of the internal artwork is different. But this is the first printing. And basically what it is this was a book that was mentioned in The Seduction of the Innocent. Does it say that it was mentioned in The Seduction of the Innocent? Yes. No. But it is mentioned in The Seduction of the Innocent. American Bakers Association promotional, and two versions, slightly different in size, exist. I actually found out that there's not just two. CGC is wrong when it says there's only two variations to this. There's actually four variations to this cover and to this comic. This is the first one, though. I was able to figure out which is the first one. And this is the one that was mentioned in The Seduction of the Innocent. This is from 1947. So really, really cool, really rare book. You can find other editions of it somewhat. They come up once in a while on eBay. But to get this edition is super rare. This is just such a hard book to find. So I was quite excited to get it. I overpaid, though. Way overpaid. Probably it's worth around the $500-600 range. I paid $700. I wanted this book. So I overpaid for it. But sometimes you have to overpay to get the books you want. Okay, this next one I did not overpay. This one I got for a good price. Oh, actually, it's in double bag. That's interesting. Okay, so this is a Little Archie. I just thought this was a great cover. I almost bought this for the cost of the slab. I think it was like 40 bucks. Little Archie number 21. I just thought it was a great cover. I like Little Archie. Something about it. It's just some cuteness to it. I really enjoy it. Just the Little Archie. So it has a cute little back too, actually. This little, good girl art cover on the back. Something about Little Archie I just really like. I don't know. Something sweet and innocent about it. Maybe it kind of makes me feel about my childhood, sort of remember, that member berries of your childhood when you're more innocent and life was good. So yeah, this is from 1961. So, Silver Age book. Okay, now this next one is a big book. And then, should I show the big book or should I show the other ones first? I'll show the other ones first. I got to build up. I got to build up to the big one. Sorry, the big one, I'm going to leave to the very end. You got to wait. You got to wait. But I'm going to show some other great books before this big one. So don't worry. But I'm going to show that last one. It is a big book. So we got some cool 9/8 action. So this is just Dark Horse Comics presents Star Wars number 7. So this is, I believe it's like a first cover appearance. It's a first appearance of some character. I think her. So yeah, this is Dark Horse Comics number 7. So really cool book. And I got it for cheap. Again, like, I was surprised how cheap you can pick these up. Picked it up for basically cost of slab. So I figured, hey, why not? And this is another one I got really good price on. I was shocked, actually, how good of a price it was. Again, I got it for the cost of the slab. And it's just a beautiful presenting copy. I just love it. I love this little cute beach thing, Some good girl art cover. This is Cookie number 20. It's just a really great, fun cover. I think there's something cute about this. So these are the ACG, I believe. American Comics Group. And they had like the Kilroys, Cookie, you know, some really kind of Archie-like titles. But really fun stuff. I think they're lots of really great Good Girl covers for both Cookie and for Kilroy's, which is the other title that they did. I just really like that one. Now this one is one that I needed to, I think I mentioned in a previous unboxing in this series that I was trying to get 1 through 10 or 1 through 20 of X-Men, Spider-Man, Daredevil, like all the kind of key Marvel series. Avengers, Fantastic Four. Well, Spider-Man, I was missing a few issues. And this was one of the ones that I was missing. And it's actually kind of a key issue. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 7. It's purple label, but you know, ignore that. Restoration includes piece reattached, tape on interior cover. So it's just a piece reattached. So basically, I'm not even sure where that is. I'm just going to look at the book here. Just bear with me. So it's Slate C1, so it should be pretty obvious. I'm not even sure where the piece is reattached. It's probably like a small piece that fell off and the guy probably reattached it with tape. And that's the restoration. So very, very minor restoration. Probably would still grade out at a 2.5 blue label. So when you can find those kind of things, pick them up because it's usually a pretty good deal. If you don't mind the fact that you're going to have to lose a little piece of the book in order to maintain the grade. Because even if there was a piece missing, it would still grade out at a 2.5. But actually the cover presents well. There's a lot of issues around here, but it doesn't really show like on the main picture, which is kind of nice. The main picture really pops. So this is the second appearance of the Vulture, which is kind of cool. So yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to get that first 10 issues of Spider-Man. I'm only missing one now. Only missing one of the issues. I think it's number 5, the one with the crossover between Spider-Man and Doctor Doom. So I'm trying to get it someday. Hopefully I'll get it. And this was actually a really fun lot. Again, whenever the lots go for like really low, like I think this went for, I think it was like $20 or something like that. And then with buyer's premium, it was like $50. But it was 2 slabs. 2 9/8s or 9/6s, I should say. Yeah, 198, 196. And I really like this one. It is just really great. So this is Vengeance, The Death of Vampirella. Death of Vampirella. This is from Harris, I believe. Yeah, Harris, 1997. So they were really trying to capitalize on the death of Superman. So they did The Death of Vampirella. And it's kind of a, I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's kind of like foily. It's got like a little bit of, I don't know, like bling to it. Okay, so what does it say? The Death of Vampirella, Memorial Edition, wraparound cover. Amanda Connor cover. She did a really great job on this. And the back, very sexy. So really great wraparound. You know, I just really like it. So I'm not sure if it shows that well, but it's 9/6 in white pages. So quite nice. Really like that one. And the second one, it was a lot. Like I couldn't believe the lot was such a great price. Was this one, Death of X. So it was like a death lot, they called it. So I thought this was kind of funny. Death of X. I just thought this was another really great, sexy cover. Yeah, so what does it say? Inhumans appearance cover. Cover Tom's single image. Oh, see, it's hard to read. Sorry, my vision is getting iffy. Cover forms a single image with Death of X Okay, so if you have like the 2 comics, you can make like a full image. And Mike Cho variants 1, 2, and 4. So this is number 3. If I get the other 4 issues, I can form one big cover. So that's kind of cool. Very cool issue. So Michael Choi, probably Choi. It's a Korean name. Okay, now one more set of books. That was a set, and then there is the big book at the very end. Very end. I gotta show that at the very end. Now this was another lot. I think again, I think I spent $50 on it. It was like $50, and it's 4 slabs, and they're all, yeah, well, they're mostly 9s. They're 9s, but it was a Grendel lot. So it was 4 slabs, $50. So less than the cost of slabbing. It just was insane to me. So this is Grendel Devil's something. Devil's Vagary. And so kind of cool. So that's the first one. And then we got, I've been kind of going a little bit crazy on buying slabs here. Then we got Grendel in the 9/8. Number 4, War Child. These aren't key issues. It was just such one of those tempting things. When you see it at a really good price like that, I don't know. Sometimes I get tempted. I buy slabs just for the sake of slabs sometimes. So this bit of a slab buy here. But I thought that was a great cover. I think that's a Simon Beasley too, actually. Yep, Simon Beasley. I like Simon Beasley, so that's cool. Getting Simon Beasley in 9/8. He does some really great Good Girl covers, Simon Beasley, and he's this kind of style. Okay, and then we got, this is a key issue. We got Grendel Volume 2, Number 1. I believe this is the first appearance of, yes, it is, Christine Spar, which is the second Grendel. Is it the second or third Grendel? The female Grendel. So this is, and it's in a 9/2, white pages, not bad. So kind of cool. So I think this book would be more expensive than the rest altogether. And then the last one is Batman Grendel. And yeah. And so Batman Grendel Devil's Riddle number 1 from 1993. So kind of cool. Nice little Grendel lot. Okay, so those are all the lots that I got. This is all my heritage auctions. And the last one, whoa, everything almost fell over. The last one is a really big book. It's low grade, but it is a big book. It is like probably one of the, for LB Cole collectors, this is kind of one of the big books that they seek. It's one of the bigger ones. This is Catman Comics 28. Yeah, I was going to say 26, but it's 28. It's just the famous skull cover and this weird magician guy. Just a really great LB Cole cover. Mine is a 0.5, but even as a 0.5, it goes for about $2,000. Just to give you a sense of how big of a book this is. And what does it say? It's from 1945. LB Cole cover and art, of course. Kitten's secret identity revealed to Catman. Dr. Macabre cover and story. Classic skull cover. So that's what it says. So just a really great cover. I really like it. It's probably one of my favorite from the run. There's a few that it's always debatable. I always I'll say, oh, that's my favorite, and then next day I'll pick a different one. But I really like this cover. It's just something about it. It's really great. So this is Catman Comics number 28. And that's the big book. That's a really big book from this collection of comics. So that has been part 6. Or, yeah, it's part 6. Oh my goodness. Is it part 6? Part 7, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm losing what number I'm on. But whatever part it is, hopefully it was a great part for you. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe. Click the bell notification to make sure you don't miss any videos. And thanks again for watching. Make sure you watch the other videos. I revealed this one in the previous video, so definitely check that out. And again, thanks for watching. Bye for now.